I know it can be really hard to make progress on your goals, but laziness is probably not the real problem. Think about Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. At the start of the show, he spent 6 months trying to cut a big rock in half and had nothing to show for it. He wasn't being lazy, he trained hard every day, but he didn't start improving until he learned 2 important lessons. Once you learn these lessons yourself, your dreams can finally become true. After training for a whole year, Tanjiro faced a nearly impossible challenge. He had to cut a huge rock with just his sword. If he couldn't do it, he couldn't become a Demon Slayer and would never save Nezuko. He could not accept that. He didn't even know if it was possible, but he had no choice but to try. He trained incredibly hard for 6 months, yet nothing seemed to work. Tanjiro believed that he needed to work harder even though he was already at his limits. With each day going by with zero progress, he started to doubt himself more and more. His work ethic was incredible, but it was only a matter of time before he would burn out. That was until Sabito appeared. He mocked Tanjiro and made him realize what he was doing wrong. He had not mastered anything. Tanjiro knew about total concentration breathing, but he never went any further. Tanjiro trained what was easy, sword swings, running, working out, but he was procrastinating doing the really difficult work. The work that would actually allow him to achieve his goal. Once Tanjiro stopped acting like a pussy, he finally began making progress. It was only a matter of time before he would slice that boulder. And eventually, he did just that. You know what you should be doing, but you simply don't want to do it. It was easy for Tanjiro to practice sword swings, but it was painful to practice total concentration breathing. It was effortless for him to do more exercise, but correcting his form was annoying. It's exactly the same for you. It's easy to watch productivity videos all day, but it's hard to sit down and study for an hour. It's so easy to play the same 3 songs you know on guitar, but practicing your skills is difficult. In all of these cases, we know exactly what we need to do, but we avoid it because it's hard. It might seem productive to do these easy tasks, but let's call it what it really is: procrastination. The reason why you're not making progress is because you're fucking around. If your effort hasn't gotten you anywhere, you're doing something wrong. You need to admit that, dude. If you clicked on this video, you have doubts in your mind. You want to achieve great things, but you never seem to make progress. Come on, stop bullshitting yourself. You know what you really should be doing to make progress, and you're avoiding it because it's difficult. Like, really? Come on, dude, stop being such a fucking pussy. Being a man means doing the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. You're a man, right? I want you to take your hand right now and grab your balls and make sure that there's still 2 there. If you're not a one-testicled bitch of a man, then stop making excuses. You are a man, and it's time you start acting like one. If you need some help figuring out exactly what tasks to stop doing, here's an action step for you. After this video, take out a piece of paper or even the Notes app on your phone and journal about this prompt. Why do I deserve to fail? You might not want to admit it, but deep down, you know you are doing things that make you weaker and hold you back. Everything you write down on this list, you must stop doing from now on. Once you've done that, you can start to journal this prompt. What actions would guarantee I achieve my goals? You can complain all you want, but certain actions make failing almost impossible. Don't overthink it. Everything you write here are the actions you will start doing. Now, doing the right tasks is just the beginning. Even after Tanjiro started training properly, it took him another 6 months to slice the boulder. If you don't understand the next principle that Tanjiro used, you'll probably give up anyway, and all your work will have been for nothing. Every day, Tanjiro was expanding his limits of how hard he could work. His lungs and heart were ready to burst. His arms and legs were ready to fall off. Tanjiro knew that training like this would eventually lead him to success. He didn't care how long it would take. If he needed 2 years of this training to do it, he would have waited. Tanjiro had no expectations. It seems simple, but this mindset is surprisingly powerful. If all he ever thought about was slicing the boulder, he would have ran out of motion long ago. Instead, Tanjiro focused on the actions that he was in control of. His training. He can control how hard he works, but he can't control the results of that work. It is this mindset that gave Tanjiro the patience to inevitably reach his goal. Would you still pursue your goals if it took you an extra 20 years to achieve? The only way that you could say yes is if you genuinely enjoyed the everyday struggles of that path. Short-term minded people only work because they want the reward. They will do anything to get what they want, even work that they hate. This makes them quit very easily, which is why they never find success in anything. Long-term minded people pursue the things that they enjoy. They don't give up when it gets hard because they're having fun. By never wanting to give up, naturally, these people become successful. As long as you don't give up, you will succeed. Now, imagine that you've finally accomplished your biggest goal. You pushed through the years of resistance, the countless voices telling you to quit, and through it all, you've made it. You now burst out of bed excited to get started working because you created your dream life. When you look back on the days when you were still struggling to make progress, you smile. You are incredibly grateful to your old self. It was the struggle, frustration, and hard work that you went through that allowed you to live such a blissful life now. But if your old self decided that it was too hard and stopped trying, this dream life would not exist. You would stay exactly the same, wishing that one day things would be better. We cannot allow you to do that. It is your duty as an ambitious young man to pursue and achieve your wildest dreams. We need your help to spread this message to more young men across the world. Click subscribe right now because that is how you can support this movement. We are so happy for you to be joining us. And remember, you are the protagonist of your own story.